Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel, Tarot Z. I'm Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what the messages are with the cards that come out in this reading for you today. So let's begin, let's find out what comes through. Thank you so much for joining and for being here for the reading. So the first card that we have is the Ten of Cups. If you have water sign energy, you could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces. We have the Five of Wands in the reverse. And we have the Magician. We do have Gemini energy. You also have Virgo energy with this. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Swords in the reverse. So this Six of Swords, this does feel like an energy of being stuck on something. I do feel like somebody may be going through something a lot of times in their mind. I do feel like this feels like an energy of being very, having a hard time really moving on from something. I do feel like there's a desire to be able to kind of circle the block in some way and even be able to kind of resolve something that has gone unaddressed or unresolved. I do get, there could be a sense of really clearing the air and putting an effort towards that. With the Ten of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of somebody who's quite hopeful about the future of this connection, especially based on the way you're making them feel in this connection. There is a sense of actually having a lot of thoughts about having something that goes the distance, and also when it comes to being able to have a future and also having that feeling of happily ever after within your connection is what this person is concerned with. Do you feel like with this Ten of Cups, this feels like a loving energy as well? So I do feel like when it comes to the way this person feels about you, there is a very positive energy that they get from the being in connection with you and even just the way they feel about you. And do you feel like with this Ten of Cups, this does feel like an energy of actually being very hopeful for the future? And I also feel that there's also a very nurturing connection as far as being able to reach a certain point in this connection where there is this feeling of happily ever after. So I do feel like this person is quite committed, they're all in. And I do feel like emotionally this person's also in a space where they feel quite happy with this connection. And I feel like your emotional connection is also quite strong when it comes to the way this person feels about you. And I do feel like with this Five of Wands showing up in the reverse, there's an energy of clearing the air. It feels like there is a sense of wanting to have peace brought back into the situation. I do feel like with this Five of Wands, this is about wanting to be able to actually clear up some kind of misunderstanding, being on the same page. And I also feel that there's an energy of not wanting to fight, kind of bringing back peace into the situation. So that does feel like a energy of really striving towards harmony with someone. So I do feel like there is also this making amends, and even this desire to make amends with this person or be able to actually take steps towards that. And I do feel like with the Five of Wands showing up in the reverse, this feels like you are actually in a space where when it comes to how you feel about this person, you're really approaching the situation from a place of entering with peace and that intention. With the Magician card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to actually start something, enter into something. And I do feel like this does feel like actually being open to being able to have a connection move in a certain direction for the first time. And I do feel like with the Magician card, it's proactive energy. So I do feel like it is also an energy of someone taking initiative towards making things happen, as far as even just making, putting up the, creating the environment for being able to have what you want with someone. So I do feel like this person has a desire, and I do feel like they're taking steps towards making it into a reality. With the Magician card showing up over here, this also feels like an energy of being able to actually be open and really being open to actually moving into a new direction within your connection. So I do feel like there is an offer or even just a fresh start in some way in this connection. But with this Magician card, it feels like a very strong start. I also feel that it does feel like a coming in with a lot of hope and a very optimistic energy as well. So I'm going to clarify these cards. So we have the Seven of Pentacles. And we have the Empress. And we have the Fool. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles. It's in the reverse. With the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, this does feel like very open energy. I also feel like it's a very giving energy. I do feel like this is being very open to share. I also feel like it's quite generous as well. But I do feel like there's a very open energy here, and I do feel like this does feel like a sense of being open to being able to even explore further any kind of emotions, feelings, or even just having conversations and having those lines of communication open. With the Seven of Pentacles showing up over here, this feels like energy of being in a space where somebody's really, I do feel like this person is quite caught up on this. They're very they're in a place where they really are invested. They are thinking about this connection. They're really considering whether it is worth just what they are about to do, what they are about to invest into it. And I do feel like with the Seven of Pentacles, this person's making the efforts in this connection. They are taking steps. But I do feel like with the Seven of Pentacles, this is a very patient energy. And I do get that they are quite patient with you within this connection as well. But with the Empress card showing up over here, you do also have Libra or Taurus energy with this. You could be dealing with any of those signs. But the Empress card showing up over here, this also feels like an energy of being in a space where it's like you're in it for the long haul. I do feel like with this Empress card showing up over here, it's a very kind energy as well. I do feel like this person, they're really showing up as being very attracted to you. They're attracted to your aura. They're attracted to the attributes of who you are that make up who you are. I do feel like with this Empress card showing up over here, it's a very kind energy. I do feel like it is also very it's a very gentle energy. I do feel like it's quite considerate. So I do feel like with this Five of Wands showing up in the reverse, this is about trying to bring back balance and peace into a connection. And I do feel like there could have been conflict. This is about resolving that or clearing the air around that with this person. And I do feel like you're well received when it comes to any attempt at that. With the Fool card showing up over here, again, this does feel like an energy of being open to a fresh start in this connection in some way. I do feel like this Fool card is also being very open, just like with this Four of Pentacles in the reverse. There is a sense of actually being very open to where things lead. And I do feel like this does feel like a leap of faith in this connection. There's a sense of being very invested, and I do feel like there's also a sense of being excited about where things are leading to. But I do feel like you are dealing with a person who isn't just all talk. They also are action behind the talk and any kind of promises that they make. With this Magician card showing up over here, this also feels like proactive energy. So I do feel like there's action, there's steps being taken. And I do feel like with the Fool card, this is also fortunate energy when it comes to entering a journey, going on a journey with someone in the connection. So I do feel like this feels like fresh, an energy of a fresh start, and embracing that and being open to giving this connection a chance. So I am going to clarify these cards with the other deck. We have This Could Be the One. We have Wedding. And we have Retreat. So with This Could Be the One showing up over here, I do feel like this person is looking at you and your connection as one that feels like it is the one. There's a sense of really valuing it and valuing it highly. They really do cherish you, cherish your connection with them. And I do feel that there's a sense of putting you, placing you on a pedestal. I do feel like this connection is one that actually satisfies them on a deep level. I do feel like it's also something that makes it so that they are ready to invest in it, to go all in. But with the Wedding card showing up over here, this does feel like a sense of this connection ascending to a new level of commitment. I do feel like with the Wedding card showing up over here, this also feels like having something that's going to stand the test of time. And I do feel like that is a desire that you may have within this connection. But with this Retreat card, this does feel like an energy of withdrawing. And I do feel like this could also be about being able to take time when it comes to any upcoming opportunities within this connection. I do feel like that could be of a short duration. But I do feel like there is a sense of either being able to withdraw from this connection temporarily, but being able to actually experience a time where you're able to connect more deeply without any distractions with this person. I do feel like there's a desire to do that. I also feel like there's action towards being able to do that with you. So I do feel like with the Six of Swords shown up in the reverse, there is something in this connection that someone can't get over, and I do feel like it's something that's being brought up. I also feel that this is an energy of not being able to move on from something, so it's like it needs to be addressed before being able to evolve or have this connection evolve. And so I do feel like with this retreat card, there's an opportunity to be able to do that within this connection. And I do feel like it is a pretty private energy, especially when it comes to addressing or resolving any past issues. And I do feel like there is that intimate moment of being able to do that in your connection. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Cancer, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Cancer.